All right. Let's see how this goes. I'm live. Skip ad. Cool. Oh, this is actually kind of neat. There's a whole new kind of YouTube live stream thing. What's up, Darth Dulia? And I guess Sand was in there earlier. It says live in 69 minutes. I appreciate that. That was a good job. What's up, iCharlie? How's it going? My wife just texted me. Am I alive? Yes. I just went live on my stream. There we go. Okay. Oh, happy Star Wars Day. What's up, Knight of Ren? How's it going, Sword and Stone? Storm? No, Storm. Wow, I'm not even drunk yet. I haven't had anything to drink whatsoever. So what I've got for everybody right now, I've got this cool little Disneyland glass that my wife and I picked up at one of our trips to Disneyland. This is the Space Slug. It looks like their old kind of... it looks like the storybook ride, I think. But I've got a little bit of Coke I'm going to put in here. And then I've got a little bit of whiskey that I'm going to put in here. And I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have a fun day. I'm going to have a fun time. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, but I have to work. So I'm going to just fill that up real good there. I'm just going to mix some more Coke in there. I'm going to have a little bit of Coke with my whiskey. Oh. Couple little floaties here. I tried to clean out my my glass here, but I think the ice is dirty. There we go. These glasses have been sitting in our cupboards for a long time, and it was like super dusty. I had to clean it out. Slugs be loving that whiskey, that's for sure. What's up, Rickard Hammer? How's it going? Elijah, you made it. I'm so proud of you. Knight of Ren is in Marvel mode, so screw Star Wars Day. I respect that, I guess. Thank you for this. This is the shirt I'm wearing in the thumbnail. It's Chewbacca, so I'm gonna move over this way so I'm centered. I love Chewbacca. I'm super sad that he died. Peter Mayhew died, so I figured Star Wars Day I'm gonna wear a Chewbacca shirt. Oh, Mike, you the best, man. Thanks so much. Thank you. Lily's in the chat. Hi, Lily. Knight of Ren, I literally just recorded my review of the Jump Trooper. I did that and I did Padme. So I have to, after the stream's over, I'm going to spend the rest of the evening editing them. That's going to be fun. Laser pants. Go buy yourself a Star Wars. Fuck. That's a good, I like that. That's a good Arrested Development reference. Thank you. Sword in the Storm, I actually stopped reading the Extended Universe books when Chewie died. Not forever, but for a while. When I read Vector Prime, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with the books because they killed Chewbacca. That's not something you can do. So I was pretty sad. What's up, M3 Reviews? How's it going? Yeah, so what do I call you? Nijay Lindsay? So the episode, the Phantom Menace figures went on Hasbro Pulse today. I think at like 10 o'clock this morning my time, and I think they sold out in literally a minute. Which, I guess it doesn't super surprise me because they were super hard to get at the convention for a lot of people. So there was a lot of demand there, but I don't know. I like what they're doing, but I'm not super hurt that I couldn't get them. Mostly because I didn't even try, first of all. But secondly, I have the Darth Maul, and I'm getting the ObiWan when it comes in the normal box. So if I got these, I wouldn't even open them, which is like, why even bother getting them? So not doing it. It's fine. What's up, Omar? How's it going? Thanks, man. M3, it's Star Wars Day because it's May the 4th. And the whole thing is, may the Force be with you. May the 4th be with you. Sounds like May the Force be with you. So people just kind of ran with it. Man, my nipples are always up. They're always hard. They like the attention. So you can talk about my nuclear nipples if you want to. I'm cool with it. Yeah, so R.A. Salvatore, who wrote Vector Prime, he was doing an Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and someone asked him, like, was it his decision to kill Chewbacca? And he said no. Like, that was one of the things that, I don't know if it was Lucasfilm or whoever was like, okay, we want you to write a book, and this is what we want you to write about. That was one of the things that they said he had to do was kill Chewbacca. What's up, Mike Pierce? How's it going, man? Oh, Nigel. Duh. Nigel Lindsay. I don't know why all those letters together just make it look weird. I'll call you Nigel. Nigel's a good name. Nice. How is that KO Revoltech Yamaguchi? Which one did you get? By the way, what did everyone think of that commercial? Last month I said I wasn't going to do it. And then the people kept emailing me, and like literally they were messaging me on Facebook through the Bots and Shots page. And to the point where Zach messaged me and he's like, what's this Chinese guy keep messaging you about doing a commercial, doing a video? So I decided they wore me down, and I did the video. But what did you guys think of it? Was it weird? Should I not do any of those things? Should I sell out more? I mean, they paid me $60 to do it, which is it's $60 I didn't have, and it took me like an hour to do. For me, it was like a win-win. I'm gonna just drink this whole thing super quick. I'm gonna get drunk on this. Is that cool with everybody if I just get hammered on this? I'm feeling better. I've been sick this whole last week. My wife has been double sick this whole last week. But I've been pretty sick this last week. So I feel good today. I feel better. So I just I want to drink to kind of celebrate how much better I feel. Which means if I drink too much, though, it means I'll feel even worse tomorrow. I can sell out as much as I want as long as I stay me. I will always stay me. That's one thing I will promise you. M3, I didn't watch. They actually linked me Optibotimus's commercial, and I think they linked me, was it TF Fan 101 or whatever? They linked me a couple of videos, but I didn't watch any of them. Mostly because I didn't want to like copy any of them. Wow, my voice just cracked like I'm... Getting drunk is never a good idea. That's true. It's not a good idea, but it's something that's going to happen. I don't get drunk all that often. I feel like maybe people think that I'm a big drinker. I'm not. I really am not. I get drunk for Bots and Shots, and then I might have a beer maybe once a week. Maybe twice a week, but I don't really ever get drunk unless it's Bots and Shots, and then I get drunk at least once a month. I also have pizza here, so you guys are gonna watch me eat some pizza. This is from a pizza place down the street. I got it for dinner last night. It's called Pizza Maniac. It's pretty good. So how is everyone doing? How's been your week? How's been your week? Is that a thing? I know. Who was talking about the KO? Is that Night of Ren? No, I can't find it. But who else? Would you guys pick up? What's up, Saggy Samurai? Welcome. Well, has anyone picked up anything good? That's true, Tim. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. I don't drink tequila. It's just something I don't like. I had a bad night with tequila, and ever since then, just the smell of it makes me sick. How's the stream? Is it looking good? Is it sounding good? Do you guys like the new view? I rearranged my whole room so that instead of just seeing the door coming in, you now see my collection in the background, which I thought was kind of cool. I also have some stuff to show off if you guys want to see that. I'm sure you do. I'm enjoying Star Wars Day. I did a little bit of a toy hunt this morning, mostly because I tried to see if any targets had the Stormtrooper Luke. Excuse me. But no targets have Stormtrooper Luke. I've seen people buy them online. I've seen a couple Facebook groups, people have them. But mine doesn't. So this week I got a couple good pickups. My big one, the one I love the most, is this. This is the Giga Power Swoop, or the Giga Sora's God Enter HQ05R Blue, which is not as catchy name as Swoop, but this is the box he comes in. It's huge. It took about a month to get here from China. I got her from Sarah Zhang, who's a well-known Chinese seller on Facebook, and this is him right here. I just gotta say, like right now, he's my favorite thing. He's so much fun to just fiddle with. I've transformed him like 1,000 times. I could transform him right now if you want. He's big. You know what? I'll do it. I'm gonna transform him right now. He's just so freaking big that I love him. And what's cool is his transformation isn't super hard. Let's see. Netherman picked up the Marvel Legends Endgame cap in the Quantum suit. Oh, dude, let's talk about Endgame. What did you guys think? And no spoilers, but what did you guys think of Endgame? And I loved it. I thought it was great. Did it live up to your expectations? So I'm gonna start transforming this guy. I loved Endgame. I thought it was pretty good. But I'm not gonna buy any of the figures from the wave. I got Ebony Maw, and that was a present from Papa Gordon. That was the only one from the wave I wanted. I kind of want the Thanos, but I have the Infinity War Thanos, so I don't really feel like I need the full armored Thanos. What do you guys think? Should I get the full armored Thanos? Don't say yes. I just don't need another figure. All right, so that's his hands. Let's see. I'm gonna pull these back here, so they're kind of out of the way. I need to pull these little tabs up. Oh, come on. This is like the one thing that kind of sucks about this is to pull the tabs up. You gotta kind of. You can just slide them, but I'm worried. I'm worried that they'll break. Maybe I'll just slide it. All right. All right, and that just snaps together. This just comes together right now over me. And then that collapses in like that. There we go. And then the back comes up. His little feet come in like this. Little feet come in like this. Little legs open up and they come into his back and peg right in. This is easily the best and easiest swoop transformation, I think, that exists in the line right now. There we go. There we go. Gonna put his feet down like that, and then spread his wings. Gotta spread his wings and fly. Oop, almost knocked over my thing because his wingspan is so big. There he is. This is him. Didn't take long. He looks so freaking good. Look at that. Oh, he's got a tail. I forgot his little tail. I'm not gonna do it. His tail's kind of hard to pull out. Alejandro, beers on Alejandro for me. That's good. I like that. Steve, my wife ugly cried on my arm for the last, I think, third of the movie. My right shoulder was just soaking wet. Yeah, look at this guy. This is my face. Like this is my face right here. This thing's huge. I love it. I just love this thing so much. His mouth opens up. And he's got a cool little kind of tongue gun. There we go. He's got a little tongue gun in there, like that. I love this thing. This thing, I got it for, it normally goes for $200. I found it for $150 from Sarah Zhang. He comes with a giant stand, a flight stand, which is rad. What's up, Iaconis? How's it going? I'm gonna go back through. Knight of Ren cried 3 times in Endgame. I didn't cry until the end, but I teared up. I didn't cry, but I definitely my eyes got watery for sure. I get Steve, that you don't think it's better than Infinity War. I think it is. But I feel like they're different. I feel it's really hard to compare them because they're 2 completely different stories. So yeah, I love it. Lily, I don't know if you left your charger here. I'll check after the live stream. You can watch this from your phone if it's easier. Anyways, let's see, what did I miss here? Is that Swoop the same size as Phoenix Jetfire? Oh, dang. He is... No, he's smaller. Phoenix, hold on. So this is the Phoenix Jetfire. This is the Swoop. He would be about to here, height-wise. So he's not quite as tall. He's not quite as big as Phoenix. This is... I love this toy. If you can find him for a good price, I recommend him highly. Speaking of Jetfire, I also found this Jetfire this week. I bought him for a very specific Bots and Shots episode that Zach and I are going to do. Actually, it's this month's. It's May's Bots and Shots. So this is a little preview. You'll see this guy on Bots and Shots. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. That's about as good as I can say about him. Did I say your name right? Ionicus? Oh, let's see. Did I miss much? People, Sword and Storm cried like a baby. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you. I'll give you my honest impression of Endgame. When it ended, like, I usually here's a preference. I'm stepping back just a little bit. Every movie, every Star Wars movie so far, Infinity War, all the big movies, I go in spoiled. I want to know what's going to happen, so nothing is a surprise for me. I feel like I enjoy the movie a lot more, but for Endgame, I really wanted to go in not knowing anything, because it was like, this movie, Endgame, is a once in a lifetime movie, and I feel like some people who aren't in on the MCU don't really understand how big of a deal Endgame is. It really is the culmination of 10 years worth of storytelling and 22 movies worth of storytelling. It's something that's never been done cinematically before, ever. So I just really wanted to go in not knowing anything. And at the end of it, like, I knew I liked it. I didn't know how much. I didn't know if it was more or less than Infinity War. I didn't know if it was more or less than anything else in the MCU. But I knew I liked it. But it took me the rest of that evening and all night sleeping. I even dreamed about, like, I was processing Endgame in my brain. I was just processing what I saw. Like, things kept coming up in my brain and connecting things and processing grief and joy and all of these things. It took me a long time to figure out if I even liked it. Not if I even liked it, but how much I liked it, I would say. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I loved it. But I couldn't comprehend it for a long time. And that's something I'm not used to doing. Usually at the end of the movie I go, yeah, I loved it, and this is exactly how much I loved it. But yeah, Endgame, I just, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I get the people that don't immediately go, yeah, I loved it. Because I wasn't there. It took me a long time to get there, but I loved Endgame. Night of Ren asked me to rank 22 movies. Oh, fuck you, man. No way. I'll give my top five. I think it's, man, it's definitely, there's definitely Civil War and Winter Soldier, Infinity War and Endgame are 4 of them. I think number 5 is probably the first Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe? Yeah, I think it is. I think those are my 5. But what order they're in, I honestly don't know. It'll change based on how I'm feeling. Steve Hughes asked what I thought of the new Star Wars trailer. I loved it. Actually, let's talk about the Star Wars trailer, man. That's something that came out in between the last live stream and this one. I loved it. I did. I think it's dumb. And when I say I think it's dumb, I mean that in a good way. I love dumb things all the time. I think Rise of Skywalker is a terrible title, but like Legends canon terrible. Like it to me, it belongs in that classic Legends, and I do feel like maybe Disney is pulling back a little bit, trying to get people back from the experimental step they took with Last Jedi. But I'm gonna love it no matter what. I honestly think I'm gonna love it no matter what. It's hard to say, but from the trailer, it looks like fun. Visually speaking, it looks great. I can't wait to see where they're going with Rey. Whatever is happening with the Emperor, with that laugh. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Unboxing. Definitely felt that passing of Peter Mayhew. I met him one time at Comic-Con back in 2012, and I just remember how small I felt next to him. I think he was actually on a platform, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just was that tall. But he had his lightsaber kind of cane, and he was just super nice. I didn't really talk to him. I just kind of stood around him while he was talking to other people. But Peter Mayhew, everything you've ever heard about him good is true. If you want to know how Peter Mayhew talked to people, he was an active Redditor. I'm pretty sure he was just Peter Mayhew on Reddit. But if you go look at everything he's ever commented on, even the last thing he ever posted, he posted like a day before he died. The last thing he ever posted, everything was just super, super nice. He was just a legitimately nice person. So I think it's sad that he's gone. I'm glad that he got the chance to kind of pass the Chewbacca mantle to Junis, who's the guy that's been playing Chewbacca mostly in The Force Awakens. And he did the action scenes in The Force Awakens, and he was Chewbacca for most of Last Jedi and all of the Solo movie. So I I think Chewbacca's in good hands, but Peter Mayhew will always be thought of and missed as Chewbacca, for sure. Junius is never going to really be Chewbacca. He's just going to be the guy that inherited Chewbacca, I guess. Yeah, Night of Ren. I mean, the four Russos, and there's talk of the Russos doing Star Wars movies, which I think. Oh, see, Sword and Storm, I disagree. I liked Last Jedi. I thought it was. I liked it a lot. So, what's up, James? How's it going, man? So I'm just going to disagree with a lot of people on Last Jedi. I thoroughly enjoyed Last Jedi. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was a great step. And not a fall. But, you don't like it, that's fine. Everyone's got different opinions. If everyone liked the same thing, it wouldn't be interesting. So, as long as we're civil about it, everyone's allowed to like what they want. But what I think is interesting, and I was talking about this on Reddit the other day, is, back in... Let's go back in time to, May of 2000 and... Let's go to June of 2002. The prequels are not popular. Episode 1 is universally trashed. Jar Jar Binks is the worst thing ever. Episode 2 is awful. Everyone hates it. Everyone's hating on Hayden Christensen. The prequels are universally maligned, okay? Even me, I was there. I was a young 20-something-year-old. I was there. 20 years in the future, 20 years from almost the day that The Phantom Menace aired, everyone loves the prequels now. The prequels are a thing that people love. Jar Jar Binks is a lovable, stupid character that people like. Darth Maul and his 5 seconds of glory is seen as amazing. People change their mind, people grow to things, you get used to things. I think that's going to be the same with The Last Jedi. I think a lot of people hate The Last Jedi now. Give it 10, 15, 20 years. Last Jedi is going to be seen in a better light. Same thing happened, and a lot of people don't realize this. Empire Strikes Back wasn't universally loved when it came out. It was a different step from A New Hope. And a lot of people gave it negative reviews. Now, it's my favorite Star Wars movie. It's the same thing. People don't like people don't like changes, and people will hate on it, and it takes some people a while to get into it. I honestly think it's going to be the same thing with Last Jedi. But, we'll see. Maybe not. And it's fine. If it's not, it's fine. But that's just my view on it. What's up, JR? How's it going, man? Sword in the Storm, I agree. Chewie was fantastic in Solo. He was probably my favorite character from Solo. All right, let's see here. Going through. Yeah, so the Russos I've heard are... Oh, I don't think that it's official, but I think the head of Disney, Bob Iger, he said that he wants the Russos to take a stab at some Star Wars movies, which I agree. I think it's going to be fantastic. James Lore, I agree. I don't think The Last Jedi is perfect. Don't get me wrong. I definitely have some issues with The Last Jedi, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. But Benicio del Toro's character definitely took some choices with that character I don't really like, but I like the idea of his character. I liked that it was a character that everyone saw him and thought, oh, he's like a lovable rogue. He's like a Han Solo. And then he turned out not to be. He turned out to be a double-crossing villain that, you thought was going to be the good guy. I liked it. Nigel, I completely agree. I think Last Jedi will be remembered as the smartest and most challenging Star Wars movie. I completely agree. Very heavy themes. That's very interesting, Nathan. You didn't like the prequels when you were a huge fan of them when they came out, and you don't like them now. I went through my valleys when The Phantom Menace came out. I was a sophomore in high school. No, I was a junior in high school. I loved it. I didn't really. I kind of just chalk it up to I didn't know any better. But I liked Jar Jar. I did. I knew that a lot of people hated him, but I liked Jar Jar. I didn't like Anakin that much, but I liked Jar Jar. And Darth Maul was the coolest thing on two legs. That double-sided lightsaber, the last 20 or 30 minutes of The Phantom Menace basically saved the whole movie for me as a kid. All the political talk, all of the trade negotiation shit, the Senate bullshit, all of that stuff I didn't care about because I knew I wanted to get to cool lightsaber fights. In fact, at the time when it came out on DVD, and it was a big deal when it came out on DVD. It was the first Star Wars movie to ever come out on DVD. I remember that. I remember the day it came out. But my friends and I would pause and rewind the Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Darth Maul lightsaber fight. And my friend Chad and I had, we had pine bokens, like wooden swords. And my friend John had a wooden bow. And we memorized and choreographed that lightsaber fight to the point where we could do it actually pretty good. Now, that was like 20 years ago, so I don't think we could anymore. But like I feel like at the time, we did it pretty well. I got smacked a couple times on the hands learning it, but it was a lot of fun. It was a different time. It was just a different time. And I went back and watched the original Phantom Menace trailer. I will say the trailer did not age very well. The way that people made trailers back in the mid-thousands is different from how people make trailers now. And it definitely just feels like a hodgepodge of like scenes from a movie instead of a trailer. It's definitely weird. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm actually feeling this right now. I just want everyone to know that. I'm feeling like I would say 30% drunk right now. So I'm gonna go back and read some stuff. Same with Return of the Jedi as well. A lot of people hated the Ewoks. That's true, Mateo. What's up, Mateo Potato? How you doing, man? But it's true. People hated Return of the Jedi. I didn't. I was never at the point where I hated Return of the Jedi. I love Return of the Jedi. But then again, Return of the Jedi came out a year after I was born. So I kind of grew up with Ewoks. When I was a kid, Ewoks were cute. So that's kind of how it is. What's up, Snoke? How's it going? Dude, I love Solo. Solo, I feel like, is a movie that a lot of people just kind of, before they even saw it, they wrote it off because they didn't like Harrison Ford, not as Han Solo. They didn't want anyone else being Han Solo, which I get. But I think Solo is a fantastic movie, and it's honestly sort of a crime. It's not a crime. It's just really disappointing that we're not going to get any more movies from that Solo cast. I really want to see more from them. I want to see more of Donald Glover's Lando. I want to see more of Alden Ehrenreich's Han Solo. Like, I want to see more of that, and it's sad that we're probably not going to see that. Eric. He says, everyone be hating TLJ or the prequels, and I'm like, where's the next Ewok Solo film? You know what? Kudos, man. I'm this is for you right here. Okay, Knight of Ren was born in 1998, so he's 20 by the time Revenge of the Sith was... So I get that. I remember, man, Revenge of the Sith, when that came out, that was 2005. How old was I? 22? 23? I was 23, I think. Man, I remember standing outside in line all day for that movie. That was back before you could reserve seats and things like that. I got in line at 10 a.m. to see that movie. My dad, my high school youth pastor, my girlfriend at the time, my best friend, we were all hanging in line for like 5 hours. And you know, it's a different time back then. Back then, like, there was a community because you're like in line with all these other people that are just as much Star Wars fans as you because they're in line to see a movie at midnight. And that was back when midnight showings were at midnight. Like, it wasn't this 6 or 7 o'clock the day before kind of bullshit that things happen now. Do I think that Rey is a Mary Sue? No, I don't. I mean, no, I don't. I think that Rey... I think that people that think that Rey is a Mary Sue don't think about a lot of the other things that kind of took to make Rey a character. She grew up basically by herself on Tatooine. She doesn't have parents. She doesn't have anyone, basically. She's by herself. I think she knows she has Force powers and she's special. Because, like, at the end of The Last Jedi, that little kid pulled a broom handle to him instinctively. And I think that happens a lot that people don't really account for in Star Wars. Like, something that bothered me as a kid is how come Luke Skywalker knew to pull the lightsaber towards him in Empire Strikes Back. When he's in the Wampa Cave, this is before his training with Yoda. All he's had pretty much up to this point that we've seen is like 5 minutes of training on the Millennium Falcon with Obi-Wan, and then Obi-Wan died. So how come Luke Skywalker knew to pull his lightsaber towards him on Hoth when like he never got proper Jedi training? It's the same kind of thing. I think Force-sensitive kids and people growing up with that ability kind of know, and they instinctually kind of play with it without really knowing what's going on. They just kind of know they can do these things. And I think Rey, coupled with the fact that she's been on her own on Jakku for a long time, she had to pull up with a lot of bullshit of scavenging and whatnot. I think a lot of that really plays into how well she can use the Force. Plus, the Force manifests itself differently. It's not a mutant factor. A lot of people treat the Force like it's some kind of weird mutant gene. Like, it's passed down at the same strength. Like, some people are stronger in the Force than others. But that's all random. Like, who were Yoda's parents? No, like, were they Force sensitive? Who knows? We don't really know much about Yoda. But who were Obi-Wan's parents? Were they Force sensitive? Who knows? We don't know much about that because Jedi didn't really have kids. The Force just kind of spontaneously appears in kids, in people. And the strength at which it does that is different from person to person. So someone with a lot of midichlorian count or whatever is going to be different from someone else. So I think that really kind of deals with a lot of that. Chase, I like that. That's my energy drink. I'm gonna go. I just had like a long kind of diatribe here, so I'm gonna go back and read what I've missed. Let's see. I saw episode 1 11 times in theaters and I loved it every single time. I saw episode 2 4 times. Episode 3 only once. Nathan, I think I was pretty much the same as you. I think I saw episode 1. I think I saw it at least 6 or 7 times in theaters. I saw episode 2 about 4 or 5 times, and it was honestly the second through 5th time was 100% because I thought Yoda using a lightsaber was the coolest thing in the world, and that 30 seconds of that happening was worth the ticket price for me every time. Episode 3, I think I saw 3 times in theaters. I didn't see it a lot. Snoke, he loves Han vs. Beckett and Dryden Voss vs. Kira. Yep, absolutely, that's cool. Which figure am I most excited to get? I don't know, honestly. I think episode 1 Obi-Wan or... This is weird, but Chopper. Is that weird? Is Chopper a weird answer? Louis Fears NC44 like Last Jedi 2. That's cool. Mateo Potato watched Endgame today. What'd you think? We were just talking about Endgame earlier. I loved it, but it took me a while to process it. Ionicus Reviews only collects 3.75 inch Ewoks. That's all right. Let's see here. Oh, JR, you found the Luke Skywalkers. I looked for them today too. So last time I looked for them, they told me they were street dated for the 12th of May. But then I saw people on Facebook today buying them and then having them. So I went out earlier today. I went to 2 Targets today because I don't want to go too long. But yeah, I want a Death Star Trooper. What I want to do, because I have the original Luke Skywalker as a Stormtrooper. He's actually hanging out with my other Stormtroopers up on my Imperial shelf right here. But I want to do a side-by-side comparison for you guys of the differences between them to see how different or the same they are. So that's what I want to do. Ford always wanted to kill Han Solo, and that pissed me off. Sword in the Storm, I agree. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is Harrison Ford has always wanted to kill Han Solo. He was originally supposed to die in Empire and then again in Return of the Jedi, and he never did, obviously. So I think a lot of people don't really kind of count on that. Scott, how you doing? Thanks. Chase, haters will always hate. I've liked all the Star Wars movies. I agree with you. I agree. And I said that one time and someone's like, oh, you're just one of those guys that likes anything Star Wars. If someone shit on a plate and called it Star Wars, you'd like it. And I'm like, fuck you, man. Fuck off with that attitude. Solo's a great film, and I cast it to the side for a long time. Yeah, Steve, I agree. Though I don't think Solo is a perfect film. I think the whole origin of Han's name is the dumbest thing of the movie, but I don't let that take away from the whole movie. Sword in the Storm was born in 1975, so he's just old. I was born in 1982, so I'm not that much older than you, man. I'm only 7 years younger than you, so... Okay, so Snoke, you're pretty much the same age as me. Yeah, Return of the Jedi, when I was a kid, Return of the Jedi was the movie everyone talked about. Like, I remember getting confused between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi as a kid because I hadn't really seen any of the Star Wars movies, but on the playground, kids are weird. Kids absorb a lot. And I remember as a kid, I had never seen any Star Wars movies, but we played Star Wars on the playground at school. Despite having never seen any of them, I just kind of picked it up around me. It wasn't until I was a little older that I actually watched the movies and could process them to actually talk about them. But I was a Star Wars fraud for a while on the playground. But even then, like things like the original Batman movie, the '89 movie came out when I was a kid. I could quote that movie. I never saw that movie once, but I could quote that movie because it's just a thing that kids do. Is they pick up and they regurgitate shit. Ionica's Toys asks, "What the hell is a Mary Sue?" The Mary Sue is it's actually a literary term between a character that is just too good, too powerful, where everything just kind of works out for them and they're always the best. A lot of people complain that Rey doesn't earn any of her powers. She doesn't really deserve all the good things that happen to her. She's just the main character, so everything works out for her because she's a Mary Sue. That's kind of the truncated version of what a Mary Sue is. Let's see. Let's see, going through. I was 24 when Avengers came out. I felt a bit mad with the prequels, but my boy prefers them over the years and the lore. Yeah, it's cool, yeah. I think every kid is going to have their era. Like, when I was a kid, the original trilogy was still the main thing. The prequels didn't come out until I was in high school, so I was a little too old for them to be, like, my childhood, but they're still a part of my past. But then the kids that were, they're kids in the thousands, like the prequels is their childhood, which I get. Those are the movies that they grew up with. And then same thing now. Like the kids that are kids with Rey and Poe and Finn, like that's going to be their Star Wars. And that's just, people need to be okay with that being okay. That's just how things work. Just the same thing with Transformers. Like for me, G1 Transformers, that cartoon, those will always be my Transformers. But there are tons of kids and people and even adults out there where the Michael Bay movies are their Transformers. And that's okay. I don't really like them that much. But I don't shit on them because there are people out there that's how they got into Transformers. And I just have to be okay with that. Although I will always say that Age of Extinction and Last Night are just dog shit. I don't really shit on the other three that much, but Age of Extinction and Last Night are awful. Alright. So Jim says people are mad because Finn got a shot in on Kylo. Here's the thing about that Kylo Finn fight. And it's the exact same. It's the exact same as the Luke Skywalker Darth Vader fight. Finn was always 100% outmatched for Kylo Ren. If you go back and watch that fight in The Force Awakens, Finn is never on equal footing with Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren 100% has control of that fight throughout the entire thing until Finn gets a lucky shot in. Finn gets one lucky shot in on Kylo, and Kylo ends it in a second. He disarms Finn and slices him up the back without a second thought because Finn got a lucky shot in. Same thing with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. At no point in Empire Strikes Back is Luke Skywalker ever going to beat Darth Vader. Darth Vader is a master lightsaber duelist. Luke Skywalker is a no-name shit nobody. And they're fighting or whatever, and the whole time Darth Vader is toying with Luke until Luke got a lucky strike in on his arm, And then Darth Vader almost immediately disarms Luke Skywalker. It's the same thing, and I love it. But people don't really kind of process that. They don't look at those things. That it's the same thing. Finn was never going to beat Kylo Ren, and as soon as he did anything to Kylo Ren that made him mad, Finn lost like that. And the only reason Rey won is because she started to channel the Force. And the Force is tricky. So Finn doesn't have the Force. Rey has the Force. Once Rey kind of calmed her mind and just let the Force work, she won, because that's how the Force works. It's kind of a Deus Ex Machina. I get it. But like I'm okay with that, because that's how these stories work. Nico says Thanos is a Mary Sue. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Why not? Some people have valid opinions for disliking things, but those who just want to shit on Star Wars or things people like is just because they want to can eat a wee wee. I agree. I will never, like, if you don't like Star Wars or something about Star Wars for legitimate reasons, I get that. Like, you don't like it, that's fine. Everyone's allowed to have their opinion. But when I say, oh, I like this, if your first instinct is to go in and shit all over it because I said I liked it, like, you need to take a step back. You just need to take a step back and be like, you know what? Like, people are allowed to like different things. Just because you like something and I don't, we don't have to agree on this. It's the same thing with, like, the old, when I was a kid, it was the console wars. Like, I had a Super Nintendo. My best friend had a Sega. We butted heads over what was better. We were still friends, but, like, it's the same kind of thing. People need to be okay with other people not liking things that people like, or liking things that other people like, without having to, like, shit on it. Just be okay with it. It's okay. Let's see here. Going through here. What figures do you wish they would make for the Black Series? I want a Saw. Saw Gerrera is a fantastic figure that's desperately needed, Chase. I agree. I think it'd be a cool figure. I have a wish list of figures that haven't been made, Chase. You can go back and watch that. But right now, off the top of my head, the line desperately needs Ewoks. It needs different kinds of battle droids now that we've had some battle droids. I have a whole list. But off the top of my head, that's what I'm thinking right now. But we need a Bodhi Rook, because we have all the other Rogue One main cast. We don't have a Bodhi Rook, so 100%. Snoke Spinal Tap can't really get into the new cartoon Star Wars Resistance. You get bored with it. You tried, though. Honestly, you've done more than I have. I haven't even tried. I'm waiting for Disney Plus to come out so I can just watch it, because I don't have cable. So it's hard for me to watch Resistance. I'm just waiting for it to come out on Disney Plus so I can just blow through it. I'm definitely looking forward to Disney Plus, though. I don't know about anyone else. Sword in the Storm, he and his little brother rented Star Wars on VHS. So back when I was a kid, I had a friend. My mom was a kindergarten teacher, and she had there were two kindergarten classes at my school, at my elementary school. My mom and then this other lady, and she had a son who was a little older than me. His name was Brent. He loved Star Wars. Star Wars was like his thing. He had toys. He had the movies on VHS, and he was the reason I like Star Wars now. And I remember, we played Return of the Jedi in his pool, on his diving board. We acted like the pool was the Sarlacc pit. Like, that was my whole introduction to Star Wars was him, because my mom and his mom would hang out a lot, being kindergarten teachers. So that was my whole introduction to Star Wars as a kid. So I agree. I was the same way, but I would watch his copies of Star Wars, basically. So Luke Skywalker is the hold on. I just skipped ahead. Luke Skywalker is the true form of Mary Sue, playing spaceships in his basement one day, then 360 no scoping Death Star, easy peasy. I completely agree, and I think a lot of people overlook the fact that how fast Luke went from being a no-name farm boy to like this Jedi, like killing the Death Star. I agree. I think that. Okay. Fine, Lily corrected me. Mary Sue is not a literary term. I've only ever heard of it talked about in literary terms from books I've reading, but it stems from fan fiction And I bet that zero literature scholars would ever say the term, just saying. So Lily is an English teacher, everyone. So if she says something like that, I agree with her. I've only ever heard of people referring to book characters as Mary Sue's. That was my first introduction to it. So that's why I said that. But if she says that, then I agree with her because she's much smarter than me. And she's my wife. And I need more alcohol. So I'm going to fill this up with the rest of this Coke right here. I'm going to fill this Crown Royal up into here. Like this. And that's the end of my Crown Royal. And I'm going to get some more drunk. Nigel says Kylo was also shot. That's 100% true. You get shot with a bowcaster and see how well you come out with a lightsaber duel. That's a good point. JR having a beer with me. Thank you, JR, for having a beer with me. Clone Wars is my Star Wars childhood entertainment. Night of Ren, I respect that. Clone Wars is fantastic. Armada was my gateway drug for obsession to Transformers. See, Mateo Potato, I remember when Armada came out for Transformers, and I didn't like it. I was out of high school, and I don't know, nothing about it ever really spoke to me. I tried to get into it, and I couldn't. I didn't even like the toys. That was during what I call the dark times. But you know what? You liked it, so it's fine. Like, more power to you. What do you think of the new Optimus Prime that just came out? The leader class Galaxy Force one or whatever. Eric asked me, what about the upcoming Mandalorian show? I think the upcoming Mandalorian show looks fantastic. And it's 100% the main reason why I'm buying Disney Plus for a whole year. Because I think the fact that they made that is worth me buying a whole year for it. And I can't wait to see it. Alright, going through here. As long as Star Wars remains popular enough to keep making action figures, then I'm fine with not loving every movie. Nathan, I think that's a healthy attitude. And thank you for having it. You don't have to love everything Star Wars to like Star Wars. And I feel like the people that don't like Last Jedi and they go, I don't like Star Wars forever now because I don't like The Last Jedi. That makes me sad. That makes me sad that one movie over everything Star Wars, like your fanhood, your fanship of Star Wars is that fragile over one movie killing Star Wars in total for you. Like, that makes me sad. And I feel like maybe you're not as big of a Star Wars fan as you think because one movie can unravel how much of a fan you are of it. And that I don't know, it just makes me sad. Yeah, I agree. There was a lot of things in that whole Kylo Finn Rey fight where Kylo was at a huge disadvantage. And I think a lot of people just overlooked that. I agree. He was hit by Chewbacca's bowcaster. He just killed his dad. He kept hitting himself in the wound to try to get his stay. I don't know what he was doing, staying awake or whatever. I get it. Let's see. Ryan Blue Thunder. Optimus opinion. Magic Square or Transforms element, or instead go to the green camo TFC Toys Supreme Tactical Commander. Fuck you, Ryan Blue Thunder. So I have. Hold on. Hi, kitty. My cat's over on the chair right here. Okay. So, oh shit! I just stepped on a Star Wars figure. I have Optimus Prime. This is Magic Square. I love him, but I also want the transform element. I think that they're different enough to get both and have both, but I absolutely love this toy. This is the normal colored version of the TFC toy, which if you can get the green one, if you want to wait for the green one, wait for the green one, but my long story short, fucking buy this toy. This is hands down the best Optimus Prime ever made, ever. I fucking love this so much. So that's my official review of that. Okay, sorry, back to what's going on. I never liked Dark Knight. Get over. You know what? Steve, I like Dark Knight, but I think a lot of people overhype Dark Knight. I don't think it's that good of a movie. People are always going to complain there's no perfect movie. Louis Fears, I agree. Ryan Blue Thunder agrees that we shouldn't crap on people with different opinions. Can't we all just get along and hate on Hasbro Pulse together? I can't hate on Hasbro Pulse, but I will. Right now, Hasbro Pulse is fine, but until my free shipping thing runs out, once my free shipping thing on Hasbro Pulse runs out, then we'll hate on Hasbro Pulse. Darth Vader never disarmed Luke before cutting off his hand. No, I mean that he disarmed Luke when he cut off his hand. Like, that was disarming Luke. He cut off his lightsaber hand. If you watch the sequence of events, Luke got a lucky strike on his arm, and then literally a couple seconds later, Darth Vader cuts off his hand. So Darth Vader cutting off Luke Skywalker's hand was in direct response to Luke getting a lucky strike on his arm. That's what I meant. And Nico, 100%. We need a Black Series Cantina band. 100, like, that's a necessity. And I'll buy 5. Is it 5? I'll buy 5. 100%. JR was born at the tail end of 69. His dad took me to see Star Wars in 77. That's awesome. We sat in theaters and watched it. So my dad actually took me out of school when they released the movies in 97, the special editions. My dad took me out of school and we watched those in theaters. And that was a cool experience. Rickard, I agree. We need more clone commanders, for sure. Let's see, Mateo. I don't know how often you're on Twitter, but did you see that thread that was going around with some guy who kept posting things like, I'll send you $2,000 to say Star Wars sucks and shit like that? Mateo, no. I don't really go on Twitter. I have a Twitter account, and anything I post to Instagram and Facebook goes to Twitter, but I never, ever go on Twitter and post things. Spider Nation asked if I cried when I saw Endgame. We did talk about it, but I'll say it again. I didn't cry, but I got misty-eyed at the end at one specific part. Maybe not the part that you think, but I don't want to spoil it just yet for people that haven't seen it. I will say it involved cheeseburgers. And if you've seen the movie, you know what that means. But it was the talk about cheeseburgers that made me misty-eyed. Let's see here. Going down. I mix them heavy. Yeah, dude. I may have mixed this one a little bit heavy. Am I secretly Canadian? No, but I 100% respect Canada and their whiskeys. Let's see. Dennis C. Return was the first movie I ever remember watching. Why they had to do that to my hero Luke like that, though. Dennis, here's the thing, Dennis. I get that. I 100% get that. I think, and if you want to just not pay attention to Last Jedi and stuff like that, like, I get it. But I think it's important for heroes to not be infallible. I think it's more interesting to a story when heroes aren't infallible. Luke Skywalker, as much of a hero as he was and as good as he was not perfect. He struggled with anger. Like, he cut off Darth Vader's hand in their last duel in Return of the Jedi and almost killed him out of anger. He was very much a Skywalker. He was not perfect. And just because he controlled himself once doesn't make him perfect. Oh, is Josh Pence in here? What's up, Josh? How's it going, man? I'm going to talk about how perfect Luke Skywalker wasn't. So Luke Skywalker was a Skywalker, and that means that he struggled with anger and hate. That's just part of who he was. It's like his character. He had the same issues his dad had. Just like an alcoholic. If you're an alcoholic and you go, I'm not going to drink this one time I'm being pressured to drink, doesn't make you cured from being an alcoholic. Same thing with Luke Skywalker. Just because he ended Return of the Jedi on a good note doesn't mean he never struggled with that for the rest of his life. And seeing where he ended up in The Last Jedi, it sucks, but it's a completely believable and understandable place for him to end up, knowing what he went through and what he's dealt with. So I get why you're unhappy with that. I, too, wasn't super thrilled with it, but it's something that I just kind of get. I understand, and I'm okay with it. Saggy Samurai says, dude, I need a 5s and Echo. 100%. We need all of the 501st, but definitely any of the clones from the Clone Wars, 5's, Echo, all of that, 100% need. Sword in the Storm, his Transformers love was formed from the UK comic book. I completely get that, 100%. M3 reviews is 43 and loves Transformers Prime. Honestly, I think as a 37-year-old adult, Transformers Prime is the 100% greatest Transformers cartoon made so far. Between the link of storytelling, the character design, all of that. I love Transformers Prime. It's my favorite Transformers series, 100%. Dennis C asked, or said, is the MPP 10 KO Optimus Prime a good buy? Yes, 100%. He's oversized. He's not normal. He's big. But as long as you know he's big, the MPP 10 KO Optimus Prime is 100% a good buy. Don't be afraid of buying that. It's weird. Transformer KOs aren't like normal KOs. Transformer KOs are 100. Like, I've never had a bad. I haven't had many bad Transformer KOs. I can't say never, but in Transformers terms, KO is not a bad thing. Say, oh man, I loved it. That Jetfire was more exquisite. That damn figure is sitting on my Walmart shelf, just mocking me. Hoping to pick it up soon. Oh, the Studio Series Jetfire, 100%. I get that. Magic Square looks amazing. Let's see. Spinal Tap put Disney Star Wars as such. Disney Star Wars and Star Wars is Star Wars. We'll talk to others about Star Wars. That's fine. I mean, you do you. Ionicus is already gone, but thanks for hanging out with me if you're watching this again. Let's see. Favorite Marvel Legends figure or top 5? That's too hard, man. I don't know if I can say that. Right now, I think Gambit is my favorite Marvel Legends figure. I'm just going to say Gambit because he's the latest one I got and I love him. Are you going to watch a Star Wars movie later? Maybe. I might. But I have to... I recorded a couple of videos earlier. I recorded a couple of reviews earlier and I have to edit those. So I'll probably do that. Night of Ren like TLJ. What's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Dude, it's the first time you've been in my thing. JR asked, who the hell is Josh Pence? Josh Pence is a YouTuber who does a lot of great toy hunts and live streams and unboxings. He, just subscribe to him and watch his stuff. He's good. He's a good guy. I love him. I love that guy. What's up, Josh? How's it going, man? M3 is opening up his Wei Jings as he speaks. 100%. Tony says I'm his hero. Tony, fuck you, man. You're my hero. I fucking love... Tony, I have to say, man, I watched your last Toast and Toys. Fuck, man. I just have to say, what you've done with your channel, you started off... I don't want to use this as a... You started off as a ripoff of Bots and Shots, and I'm fine with that. Don't take that as a negative. But, what you've done with it is, leaps and bounds over what I'm willing to do with my channel. The production quality on your last one, I think you made a masterpiece. And I love everything. I love you, man. You're good. You're fucking good. Saggy Samurai asked, do I own any Hot Toys? No, I don't own any Hot Toys. It's not a scale I want to collect. They're too pricey. I'd rather spend the money on other things. But I don't hate on people that do collect them. And I 100% understand why. Sword in the Storm says most of his masterpiece figures are KOs. Never had a bad one. Again, yeah, exactly. KO in Transformers terms are not a bad word. It's really weird. Will Hudson says, is it bad that the first I didn't care for Last Jedi, but then seeing the Episode 9 trailer, I went back and watched Last Jedi again, and then I liked it? What? Absolutely not. Will Hudson, I think that's true for a lot of people, and I get that. And this is why, when I go see a movie, I usually go in spoiled, so I kind of know what's happening. I think if I went into Last Jedi unspoiled, I probably would have had an ultimately overall negative opinion of The Last Jedi because of the decisions it made. But going in, knowing what was going to happen, I kind of braced myself for those changes, and I looked for reasons why instead of just being surprised at the fact that they existed at all. And I could process it a lot better. So I definitely think that a lot of people, just need to go back and watch Last Jedi with an open mind and kind of think about the decisions they made instead of just hating on it. But if you still don't like it, I get it. It's fine. It's cool. Let's see here. Hey, Nigel, thanks for hanging out, man. It was a lot of fun. Dude, Toy Bills. So I remember I was following Toy Bills on Instagram, and I remember calling them out in a video. And the way I edited it, it made me sound like I was really hating on Toy Bills, and I wasn't. I just edited it poorly. I'm slurring because I'm drunk. I wish 100% if I could hang out with anyone on YouTube, like I want to hang out with Toy Galaxy or Thew, but in third place is Josh Pence and all those guys, Toy Bills. I just want to hang out, and I hope that you guys come to Star Wars Celebration in 2020 in Anaheim, because I'm 100% going to be there. And if you guys make it there, we need to have like a thing for sure. All right, Sword in the Storm. Have a good night, man. Papa Gord. Papa Gord is in the chat. What's up, dude? Night of Ren says today is free comic book. I didn't go to a comic store today. My bad. I totally forgot. And I'm definitely too drunk to go anywhere now. You know what? Who wants to open some toys? How long has this been going? An hour? I'm fucking drunk. I was gonna show off some toys. I found a Professor X this week. He's okay. He's a guy in a wheelchair. He's exactly what he needs to be. But he's fine. Here's Beast. You know, in my opinion, I've always wanted a Beast figure. I'm a little disappointed in it. I find him really weird to pose. Here's Gambit. Gambit's like my favorite in the world. I like him a lot. But who wants to fucking open some toys? Fuck yeah, Josh Pence, Mike Case, Toy Bills. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this. It's just gonna be like it's gonna be like all this. Okay, so here I finally got these. Here's the story. I finally got these guys right here. I'm gonna open these guys up on the stream. I bought these 2 days ago, and I've been waiting for the stream to open them up. So here's the story behind me getting these guys, because when they initially came up for pre-order on Target's website, I bought them, I ordered them, and they were like, they're gonna be at your place on like April 24th, which is like Easter, by the way, which is weird. But like I was like, cool, April 24th, I'll get them. And then a week before that, I found them in store. So I grabbed them off the shelf and I canceled my order on Target. I canceled my order at Target. Hold on. I need my knife. I canceled my order on Target's website because I found them in person. And then I got to the register and they're like, oh, these things are street dated. You can't have them. So I was like, well, fuck. So I reordered them on Target's website, and they're like, they'll still be there the same day on the 24th. So I was like, cool, no big deal. And then the 24th comes around, and they're like, nope, you can't. They're back ordered now. You're gonna get it sometime in May. And I was like, fuck you. And then I never found them in stores. So I finally found these guys in stores. And I'm gonna open them. I'm just gonna finally, after years of waiting for these guys, not years, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna open these toys. All right. So this is Lord Zed. Lord Zed is a bad guy, and you know what? I think the bad guys are the figures I'm looking forward to the most in this. He's got a cool little energy thing. He's got alternate hands, which is something that I think Hasbro needs to make more of in all of their characters. And then he's got this cool little potion bomb thing that he uses to make his monsters grow big. But let's talk about Zed here. So this is Zed. You know what? Fuck, man. This thing is good. His ankles suck. His little ankle thing was messed up in the package, so now it's like, it didn't get put in there right, so it's like hanging out a little too far. But I could probably fix that with just some heat gun. But damn, I love this. This feels good. This feels so good. This is a good toy. I can feel it in my bones right now. I can feel it in my boner right now. I'm going to put his staff in his hand while I put my staff in my hand. LOL. I'm drunk. All right. So there we go. I got to put it in the thick part. Hold on. You got to put the shaft in the thick part here. Josh, are you still in the chat? Josh, I just want you to know that I ended up just fucking buying all of the I bought all of the Mythic Legends, and it's 100% your fault, and I hate you, but I love you, but I kind of hate you because I wasn't ever into it, and now I'm into it. All right, there we go. This is good enough. Boom, there we go. Where's his little bomb thing? There we go. I'll put that in his hand right here. Oh, look at that. Let's fucking look at that. That's just good. That's just good stuff. Tony's late to the game. Am I drinking Crown Royal? You better believe I'm drinking Crown Royal. This thing, just to give you, this thing was half full. That's how, Omar, man, have a good night if you're still there. Barry Dean, my favorite brewer from Ohio. How you doing, bud? Juice can't find Lord Zed. Dude, if you could find Lord Zed, highly recommend Lord Zed. I have to hit a heat gun on his ankle piece right here because you can see it sticking out a little far. But I think once I hit a heat gun on that, it's going to be good. I love his wires hanging out everywhere. I love his sculpt. I love this. This is good. This is a good toy. For sure. Let's see. I'm going back. Where did I find Lord? I found Lord Zed at Target. I just found it was at Target like yesterday. Let's see. Nathan Nazario. I thought the Beast was a letdown as well. I'm not sure if it's the face sculpt or the paint on his face. Looks like something from. Okay, so Nathan on Beast, I got a couple problems with Beast here. Let's talk about my problems with Beast before I open up the White Ranger here. Number one. I'm not a fan of his face. I'm not a fan of the open mouth yelling kind of thing. To me, Beast, his defining feature was that he wasn't a beast. At least, the very least, what I wanted was an alternate head with glasses and like a closed mouth. I wanted it to be like the opening for X-Men, where he's got the glasses on, he's holding a book. I just wanted to be able to pull off that, and he can't. He just looks too savage, which is fine, but not necessarily Beast, you know? I also just find him, like, his articulation isn't good enough to get a good pose going on with the screaming that he's got going on. I'm just not a fan. I was a little bit of let down. Let's see. Will Hudson says, now that we're on toys, I got a notification earlier today with Big Bad Toy Store. Commander, yeah, so that happened yesterday, right? They said Commander Gree is a thing that's happening for people. If you don't have a Commander Gree, order it. Dorkside, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, they're all having it. 100%. If you don't have a Commander Gree, buy him. He's good. He's fun. That's true. Let's see here. Let's see. Going back down. Ryan's in the chat. Hi, Ryan Abreu. Yeah, so Night of Ren, I'm not super into Power Rangers, but my wife, weirdly enough, is. My wife loves Power Rangers. So I bought these so I could have some toys that she could appreciate, I guess. I feel the same way about I'm blanking on the Overwatch figures. I don't play Overwatch. I don't really care for Overwatch that much. But the Overwatch toys look rad. And every time I see them, I want to buy them. So I'm opening up my White Ranger now. This is the White Ranger. And I have, I've got the Bandai White Ranger. I might want to do like a little kind of... This is get a little energy effect. I might want to do a little video where I compare the two. I might do that. Here's a little... Oops. Oh, I'm dropping shit because I'm drunk. Here's a little Tommy face right there. Look at that. All right. That's a pretty good face. He's got his Saba, the White Ranger kind of thing there. And he's got alternate hands. He's got 2 fist hands, which is pretty good as well. Here's the other one. So he's got 2 fist hands. I like that. That's pretty good. I gotta say, uh-oh. His foot here, his foot is frozen. It's not moving. Hold on. I'm drunk. Okay. My White Ranger's foot is frozen too far forward like that. I think I have to hit it with a heat gun to loosen it up. So I'm gonna hit it with a heat gun before I do it. So Ryan bought the Lucio figure. It's really awesome. Yeah, they all look awesome. I think if I bought any of them, I would buy the Reinhardt figure coming out because he looks awesome. Do I collect the Marvel Legends figures? Poseidon Storm, yeah, absolutely. I was just talking about how I've been focusing on the X-Men, the 90s X-Men characters. So yeah, 100%. I collect those. 100. What is our fave BS figure? My favorite Black Series figure, Radashi, is... I don't fucking know. Jaina Solo. Probably Jaina Solo. Maybe Darth Vader. The 40th anniversary Darth Vader. So Damien Ristori, not wanting to sound too greedy, but I'd really like a Star Wars Black Series 6-inch 8D8, which yeah, I agree. But the only Cantina did not have a decent figure is Danik Jericho. So Danik Jericho, the guy smoking the pipe, that guy, if I remember right from Legends continuity, is a vampire kind of guy. And he's got things that come out of his cheeks that suck like the blood or the life force out of people. And then Ryan says he sexually identifies as Sonic the Hedgehog. The new one or the old one? That's what I want to know, Ryan. And then Tony asked how excited I am for the Emperor and his throne. The answer is, like, you can't see it. It's very, very excited. I'm very excited for it. 100%. Mateo just dived into Power Rangers and damn it, he's enjoying himself. Shadow Ranger looks sick and I'm trying hard not to dive into Legends. My fiance was at Comic Thanos, but man, yeah, I get that. Do I think Black Series Palpatine will be available after pre-sale on Amazon? No, Dennis. As far as I know, he's an Amazon exclusive. Nico, he got an alcohol. I think that's YouTube. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna heat gun while I'm drunk. I'm gonna wait until I'm not drunk to heat gun, or I'm just gonna fucking return it and get a different another one. That's the nice thing about Target is, you know, you can just return stuff and get one that's not broken. Radashi recently got his 40th anniversary Vader in Brazil. Congrats! Yeah, he's a fantastic figure. So Jedi Sith Lord Yoda is going to be an exact copy, but he's going to have a much better face printing technology on him. But the sculpt is going to be the same. He's just going to be painted better. So let's talk about, have you guys seen any of the Star Wars rumors? Yesterday, Yakface... I'm going to have my second bite of pizza. Hold on. Yesterday, Yakface posted just an absolute ton of rumors. Number one, we're getting a Ghost Yoda, which I'm assuming is going to be the exact same Yoda as the Yoda we got, but with the paint job that goes to Obi-Wan, which I'm happy with. It's going to suck paying $20 for it, but I'm happy with it. It's fine. Number 2, we're getting Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker. I'm hoping it's an updated version from the one we already got, but maybe better. I don't know. Number 3, there's a third one. I can't remember. And then they had a list of Episode 9 / Mandalorian characters, but they all had code names. And what's even the point of posting something like that? All of the names are 100% meaningless and nonsensical. So I'm not even going to talk about them. Are you picking up the premium or whatever it's called, Black Series Darth Vader is coming out? Eric, yes. I am 100%. I've already bought it. It's the hyper real Darth Vader. It's weird because it's like 8 inches instead of 6 inches, so it's a little bit bigger. But yeah, Amazon had it for a little bit for $50, so I bought it for $50 instead of $80. Harry Dean, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hit it with a hairdryer for sure. Shadowland Pub, I disagree. Last time I let Hasbro know that something of theirs didn't work, they wanted me to send it back to them, and they wanted to send me something of like or equal value, which means that I wouldn't necessarily get the same thing. I would get something that costs the same, which is dumb, because if I bought a Han Solo, which is what broke, I want a Han Solo. I don't want a character from the same line that costs the same as Han Solo. They couldn't promise me that they would send me another Han Solo, which is dumb. Yeah, for sure, Jedi Sith Lord 2307. I will review it, and if you like it, you can get it. Whatever. Mateo, that's a good point. Death Star Gunner would be pretty cool. I would be down with that. I need some more pizza. Ryan, I saw that. Ryan Blue Thunder, not Ryan Abreu. A bunch of new Road to the Rise of Skywalker books got announced today. They look pretty good. Alright, going back through. Did I hit everything here? And has anyone read Rob Liefeld's new Marvel comic, Major X? No, I haven't, Night of Ren. But I'm not a huge fan of Rob Liefeld, so I probably won't. Will Hudson, the problem isn't the height that he's too tall. He's in a different scale. He's in an 8-inch scale instead of a 6-inch scale. He should be taller, yes, but he's not that much taller. Should I review the pizza, Nico? Okay, let's go review the pizza. So this pizza is room temperature, so it's not the best. It's a little greasy. What I love about it, it's got a little spice, it's got a little flavor. I think the main thing I love about it is it's made with love. I can taste the love in it. And the guy that makes it, the guy that owns this pizza shop that I bought this from, he's like this chubby middle-aged guy that just fucking loves pizza so much he opened his own pizza shop. And I just have to respect that. You know what I mean? I've got so much stuff over here. Did I talk about it all? I think I did. I'm a little disappointed that I can't get this. Uh-oh. I've already started cracking the joint down here. I have to hit it with I definitely have to hit it with a heat gun before I try that again, or else I'll break it. I gotta say though, the articulation on these guys is pretty good. He's got, oops, I'm drunk. He's got a butterfly joint here. He's got upper bicep swivel. He's got an elbow joint. Like, all right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This whole time, have any thoughts of the Make Toys Coneheads? This guy's Meteor Starscream to go with Despotron. Gotta look into getting Make Toys. You know, I have the Make Toys Meteor. I love him, but I'm probably not gonna buy any of the others. Sandy's looking forward to an episode 9 Poe, so we can finally get a good Oscar Isaac mold. You know what? Yeah, I agree with that. I'm also, here's the thing. I'm looking forward to Poe, because we haven't really gotten a good Poe either. We got the Imperial Disguise Poe from episode 8, but that's it. That's the only Poe we got from episode 8. And it wasn't super great. And the episode 7 Poe is like one of the biggest shelf warmers of the whole thing, and he looks like Tracy Morgan. So I wouldn't mind episode 9 Poe because he looks cooler anyway. This pizza's from a place called Pizza Maniac. That's good. Neko asks if I'm getting the NECA Golden Girls. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta say though, I love this. This thing is sitting here, like this is good stuff. I love this figure. This is a good figure. What am I looking forward to next from NECA? James, the Make Toys Seekers are fantastic. I just wish I had an extra $120 to be able to buy the same figure 3 different times with 3 different color schemes. Part of me wishes I had waited for the Skywarp to come out, because I'm the black and purple is my favorite color scheme for the Seekers. But I bought it because I just wanted a good Starscream. You know what, Mateo? What is it? Is Betty White's character is Rose, right? I'll buy a Rose. I'll do that for you. I'll buy that for you. I'm trying to decide, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? No, not really. I'm just going to bring this guy out again. I fucking love this guy. This is my favorite. Has anyone bought any Mythic Legions? I didn't buy all of them. I think I said earlier I bought all of them. I didn't buy all of them. I bought the Giant, the Cyclops guy, and then I bought the Trap Jaw looking guy, and then I bought the Panther looking guy, and then I bought the Goblin. So I bought 4 of them. Tim, I think they confirmed that Captain Phasma is dead. At least they said that in the Star Wars Celebration. It could be a lie. Who knows? This is good pizza. I mean, like pretty much all pizza is good when it's warm. I've never had bad pizza when it's warm. That's not true, I guess. But it's really hard for pizza to be bad when it's warm. But this is like room temperature pizza. So you can taste the dough. You can taste the spices they use. It's good. I think room temperature is really the quantifying kind of like what does a pizza taste like? If you can taste it when it's room temperature and it tastes good, that's a good pizza. It's kind of the same thing with beer. A lot of people drink beer when it's like so cold you can't really taste it. The colder beer is, the less taste, the less flavor it has. I just spit pizza out of my mouth. So a beer tastes good at room temperature. That's how you know it's a good beer. Same thing with pizza, I think. All right, Ryan, that's a good question. So Ryan just says, so what's the deal with the Dinobots? Chrome versus metal, blue versus red. Not sure which version you go with. Okay, so here's how you decide. Chrome versus metal. Chrome is shiny, metal is matte. Some people like shiny, some people like matte. The weird thing they decided to do though was the metal versions come with flame effects that the chrome versions don't, because I think the chrome costs more money to do than the matte paint. So they wanted to give something a little extra for the people that chose the metal. If I could go back in time and rebuy all of the Giga Power Dinobots again, I would buy them all metal so they came with the flame effects, because I think it looks better. Okay. Number 2, red versus blue. So in the cartoon, all the Dinobots were red except for Swoop, who had a blue chest. In the toy, though, all the Dinobots had red chests. So Swoop had a red chest. So traditionally, if you buy a Swoop toy, he'll have a red chest, but if he's cartoon accurate, he'll have a blue chest. So whichever one you get was 100% up to you on which one you want to go after. I went blue chest because I wanted to match the cartoon. But some people want a red chest to make them look uniform and make them match the toys, which is fine. It's just kind of up to you on what you want to buy. Dennis C is the Black Series Mace Windu figure kind of rare in the US. They sell it here on Amazon. Complete these packages, not separate. But he figure like, I've only seen him once when I bought him. So I guess you could say he's rare. Because, the other times I've seen those waves, Mace had already been picked out of them. I will say, though, from all of the figures in the wave, I think he might be my least favorite, if that helps at all. I haven't reviewed him yet. I haven't even written my review of him yet. But I'm not a huge fan of him as a toy, I'll be honest. He's fine. He just has some issues. I'm not saying he's bad. He's just he has some issues. Josh Penn says, good call on the Cyclops one. I agree. The Cyclops looks fantastic. Agamedes, I think is his name. So I initially bought Agamedes and the Goblin together. And then, like, literally the day after, the call kept calling to me. And I was like, fine, I'll buy the other 2. So I bought 4 figures, but I bought them separately. And I feel awful for not just having bought them. What I should have just done is bought them all for $200. Because it's not that much more than what I paid for the 4 figures. And I would have gotten 2 more that I could have at least resold for more than I paid for them. But I didn't. So, fuck me, I guess. Let's see. Will says, Mike, do you own any Mezco figures? Nope, I don't. I have nothing against Mezco figures whatsoever. I just don't own any. I've just never been in a position where I've had enough money to just be like, yeah, I'll buy a Mezco figure. I don't even know which one I would buy if I sat down and wanted to buy one. So, yeah, I think they look cool. I just don't own any. That's all. I'm just now getting the Mythic Legions. I'm having trouble. Like, I'm starting to collect too many things. You can see my shelves. My shelves are full. These are my shelves. Like, I don't have a lot. Josh, it's a struggle, man. I told you. Like, these are my first. So I was a little bit more like willing to buy figures that I like. The Panther guy. I wasn't initially going to buy until I saw that it came with an alternate ogre head. And I was like, oh man, like a purple ogre? I kind of dig that. So I bought the Panther guy thinking like, I'm just going to put the ogre head on him because I like how that looks and I want an ogre. And then I bought the Trapjaw guy because I like Trapjaw and I think that looks cool. But initially, the only two figures I really liked were the Goblin guy and the Ogre guy. And now I think they're going to do like an All-Stars re-release or something. So, yeah. So, apparently after this, they're going to do another re-release in the store. So, I don't know. Like, they're expensive toys, but I kind of like them. I almost bought some of your bird ones, Josh. If you want to... I think you initially saw them for 55. I almost PM'd you to buy some at 55, but 70 is a little too much. And so if you ever want to hook me up with any of those bird ones at 50, like I might think about it. Potato. Yes, I have literally like. I mean, I definitely have some space. So here's the thing. I actually have new shelves. It's in the other room. It's in my bedroom. And it's going to take, I think, at least the space of two of these, but it's a lot taller and has like glass cases and stuff. It's a lot nicer. But I have to take some of the stuff down, and it's going to take a lot of effort to move. So I'm waiting for Zach to come over for me to move it around. But I bought a bigger, better shelf, so hopefully I'll have some more toys. And when I say bought, I mean inherited from my wife's uncle who was getting rid of a lot of stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna move them in here eventually, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Let's see. Sam Piercy says, favorite Star Wars figure, May the 4th be with me. People ask me that every time. I'm just gonna give a different answer. I like them all. I like all of them for different reasons, man. Right now, I'm gonna fucking say Dengar. Why not? Dengar is my favorite right now, but also Jada Solo, but also 40th anniversary Darth Vader, but also the Rocket Trooper. I don't know. All right, Josh. I'll PM you later. I'll PM you when I'm not so fucking drunk, man. I'm pretty drunk right now, and this is almost done. So you know what? I'm at an hour and a half. I'm not done yet. I'm going to keep this party rolling, but I'm going to do a beer instead. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right. Okay. First of all, number one. Come here, kitty. It's okay. It's okay. First of all, here's my kitty. She's a good kitty. Her name is Callie. And she was asleep on the chair over here until I very rudely woke her up. Okay. She doesn't like it when I do that. But I'm drunk, so I don't give a shit. Number two. This is my beer. This is it. Okay, number two. This is a beer for my wedding. This is Afternoon Zester. And what I mean from a beer for my wedding is that my wife and I got married at a brewery. That was our wedding venue. And we had to buy a $1,200 bar tab. And we didn't make it open bar, so we could dole out who bought what when. And at the end of the night, we had like $300 left over that like we still had available. So instead of just losing the money, they gave us like $300 in beer. So this is one of those. So this is pear sour with lime zest. It's 5.6% alcohol. Yeah, she might be. No, she's over here. Oh, she's giving me the stink eye. Don't give me the stink eye, cat. I feed you. You're okay. Don't give me that stink eye. We adopted this cat because she just had permanent resting bitch face, and we loved it. Okay, let me go back and see what people say about things. So, who is my favorite clone trooper out of all the clones we know in Star Wars? Who will be my absolute favorite? Oh, fucking no. Fives. Fives is my favorite. I was heartbroken when he died. But Fives. Fives is 100% my favorite. Let's see. Miguel, what's up, dude? I saw you outside earlier. I was going to say hi, but I was driving and I thought it'd be weird. What figure falls over the most? 100%. It's a tie between General Grievous, still IG-88, and actually and K2SO, and Mace Windu. Those are the four figures that are always the culprit. When someone falls over, it's IG-88, Mace Windu, K2SO, I forget what the other one was, but those are the ones that fall over for the most. Oh, General Grievous, 100%. Those are the ones. They all fall over all the time. Mateo, this is not the best live stream, but I'll take it. That's good. M3, dude, M3 is going to get some Taco Bell. I'm going to stay on until he gets back because I want to ask him, have you guys ever subscribed to M3? Go watch his channel. M3 Reviews, that guy is fucking jacked. He's like buff as shit. And he is eating Taco Bell right now. I just want to know what's up. I hope he comes back because I'm going to ask him. If he doesn't, I'm going to go on his channel and be like, dude, how are you so buff eating Taco Bell all the time? Chase, I agree. My General Grievous is actually leaning against the side of my shelf. So he hasn't fallen over because his elbow is propped up against the side. Alright, Dennis C says that might be a good ass alcohol. First of all, Dennis, I don't know if you started that or if something in my chat started that, but you're 100% allowed to fucking say ass on my channel, okay? And if you have a hang up of saying ass and you start it yourself because you don't like swearing, then you should just choose a different word. People that self-censor, that's like a weird trigger for me. It really is. Like, don't fucking censor yourself. If you're gonna censor yourself, don't say the word. Either say the word or use a different word. Censoring yourself is just weird. Anyways, if you need a good beer, come to Bavaria. I would love to come to Bavaria. I don't want to say I'm a beer connoisseur, but I love beer. This one is one of my favorites. It's locally brewed, and I know the owners of the brewery. That's why we had our wedding there. I love Belgian beers. I don't know if I've had a Bavarian beer, but I'm down. I like Bavaria's cream donuts, so I'll take a Bavarian beer, no problem. Hey, Ionicus is back. What's up, bro? How's it going? I'm like way drunker. Knight of Ren, I got a Tamashii Stage Act 4 stand for my Black Series Grievous. That's a smart move, Knight of Ren. That's a smart move. Dude, so Rickard, if I could go back and edit my General Grievous review, I would knock him down another half point for not being able to stand properly. Like, I didn't realize how bad of an issue it would be until like 2 weeks after I made that review. That's one of the problems. That's why I don't like reviewing things as soon as I get them. People that review figures as soon as they get them, I get the mentality behind it. I get that you want to get your review out as fast as possible because you want to get those YouTube views. The problem is you can't. It's really hard to get an accurate opinion of a figure like 40 seconds after you opened a figure. You can get initial like mentality of a figure. You can get an initial impression of a figure, but you can't get an accurate review of something until you've played with it for longer than a couple days. It takes a couple days. Oh, fuck it, dude. Doritos Locos Tacos are the best tacos. And here's my controversy. Here's a hot take. Taco Bell has the best French fries. Fight me on that. But Taco Bell, definitely not Mexican food. A Mexican food shaped American restaurant is how I describe Taco Bell. They have the absolute best French fries. The nacho fries are the best. Oh, dude, Mateo, man, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. If this will be up. I literally just got that tag. Let me look at it. I'll look at it live on the stream. I will give you my live impression of that. First of all, okay, so Ryan just sent me this. I'm gonna call out Ryan. Ryan's dumb. I don't know if he's still watching, but you're dumb, dude. All right, let me go back here. Let me look at Night of Ren. Let me look at his post. That's a good post. What I like, here's his post. This is, guys, if you want to follow Night of Ren on Instagram, go fucking follow Night of Ren on Instagram. You can see the first person that likes it, Audio Being. That's my Papa Gord right there. That's my Papa Gord. I love that guy. I love what you did. Night of Ren, I love what you did right here. You put the stand that he comes with below him on the Act 4 Bandai stand. I like that. No, it's good. It's good. It looks good. All right. I'm going to eat more pizza. How's that? I'm running out of things. Hold on. I've got 38 people watching right now. Like, talk more. My Grievous fell over, was away, and my roommate ate his lightsaber. Oh, dude. Sam Piercy, that makes me feel so sad. I've lost a couple lightsabers to figures falling over. Number one, the first one to break was, I'm trying to remember. Anakin Skywalker, my Anakin Skywalker, my episode 3 Anakin Skywalker fell over. The little tip that plugged into his lightsaber broke off, trying to get it in. And I fixed it by buying the Tatooine Luke Skywalker lightsaber. Tatooine Luke Skywalker. And I swapped out the lightsaber and returned the Tatooine Luke Skywalker, saying that his lightsaber was broke out of the box. I can't remember the others, but I've broken a couple because they fall over, and it sucks. Will Hudson, what's up, Ravi? How's it going, man? Will Hudson asked if I have any DC stuff. No, I don't, and I'm sorry for that. I just don't. I don't have anything against DC. I like DC. I like Batman. I like The Flash. I like all those guys. I'm not a huge fan of Superman, but I just don't have any DC stuff. I just don't own anything. My weirdest shelf is my Bandai shelf over here. I've got a Kinnikuman, that I think was it. I don't remember who sent that to me. Was it Jim? No, I don't think it's Jim. I think it was someone else. And I've got my Legend of Zelda figures, and I've got my NECA Turtles on it. But yeah. Oh, and I've got my R2 and C3PO SH figure arts that Jim Lore sent me. But yeah, that's my weirdest shelf right there. I don't have any DCs. Josh Pence, fuck you, Josh Pence. I love you, man. If there was like a straight way to make out with somebody, I would fucking straight make out with Josh Pence. Is that a weird thing to say? I'm drunk. I'm gonna go pizza. Do you guys want to know what I'm going to do for dinner? Because this pizza is not my dinner. This pizza was supposed to be my lunch. I'm just really slow at eating it. But tonight, I bought food this afternoon, specifically knowing I was going to be drunk, and I'm going to make dinner with it. So, like a month ago, Lily and I bought an Instant Pot. If you guys haven't tried an Instant Pot, I fucking recommend buying an Instant Pot. Here's what I'm going to do. I bought a chunk of meat that I'm going to use as a pot roast. I bought some fucking beef broth. I brought some potatoes. I bought some carrots. I got some celery. I got a shallot. I'm going to chop it all up. Super drunk. I'm going to do this all drunk. I don't think I'm going to do this drunk, but I might film it drunk. I don't know how I can, but I'll try. I'm going to chop this all up. I'm going to put it in the Instant Pot. The Instant Pot is going to cook it for like fucking... I'm not even kidding. The Instant Pot is going to cook it for like 12 minutes. And in that 12 minutes, it's going to cook as if it cooked for like 4 hours. And the beef is going to be deliciously tender. And it's going to be like a pot roast you've cooked in a slow cooker all day. Except for it's going to be like a half hour max. From start to finish. And I honestly can't wait for it. But I'm drunk right now. All right, let me go back and read some things that I missed here. Just went 8-bit a few days ago, and the Plants vs. Zombies IP. Oh, fucking Spider Nation! Spider Nation, are you close enough to go 8-bit? That's in Temecula. Spider Nation, hit me up. We'll meet at 8-bit, because I know the head chef there, or the executive chef there. We will hang out. Spider Nation, I'm not even kidding. Fucking hit me up. We'll go. This is a thing that's happening. For sure. Papa Gord, it did come up earlier. Wet Luke is still street dated. So I haven't found it. And when I look it up on Brickseek, if anyone doesn't know what Brickseek is, it's a website you can go to see if things are in stock. But it's third party and people don't like it when you bring it up. But they say everything's still out of stock. As far as I know, it's still street dated May 12th. So, it's not a thing yet. Tim L. thanks me for recommending the Craftsman channel. Fuck yes! Craftsman is 100%... I think he's my favorite channel on YouTube right now. He just did a voiceover thing where he did kind of a bad lip reading on... Star Wars, and it was better than anything bad lip reading's ever done. I fucking love Craftsman, and you're fucking welcome for recommending Craftsman. I fucking love it. Night of Ren is watching Avengers 1 right now. So here's the thing, Night of Ren. After I saw Endgame, I went back, and for some reason, I was like, I'm going to watch Age of Ultron. And I hadn't watched Age of Ultron since I saw it in theaters. So it had been since like, what? Was that 15? Was that 2015? Anyways, it had been like 3 or 4 years since I've seen Ultron. So I went back and watched Age of Ultron, and it's just so different. What I love about the Russos and Endgame and all of the movies they've done is that it just has a different feel to it. And it was hard to go back to Whedon-esque Avengers after experiencing the Russos' Avengers. But you know what? Avengers 1 is still... I think it's like my number 6 movie. I think it's like my number 6 or number 7 MCU movie. Right there. Miguel says, sorry man, eating Endgame. Have you watched it? Fuck yeah, I watched it. I watched it once. I'm going to watch it at least 2 more times in the theater, if not 3 times. The problem is John Wick 3 comes out on the 17th. So I have to at least make sure I see Endgame one more time. At least one more time before I see John Wick. Because that's going to eat up like my money to see a movie in theaters. Let's see. Dennis C says, my old man Obi-Wan fell off a shelf. Lightsaber broke. Had to super glue it. Now he's in fight mode forever. And that's the problem. And that's so I wish that what am I trying to say? I'm drunk. Hold on. I wish that Hasbro would come out with accessory packs for exactly that reason. I want to get a replacement lightsaber for a figure, and I will buy a whole accessory pack to get one lightsaber replacement because I want it to be from Hasbro. So I've had issues like that where I felt bad hot swapping a figure for just that reason. That sucks. But I'm glad you fixed it. If you can have Archive or Black Series figures, Robert McFly, I don't really know. So the problem with asking me that is right now I have every Black Series figure made. So it's really, really hard for me to answer that. So the Archive line is for people that missed figures, primarily. It also updates head sculpts. So that's not been announced. I would say my number one figure I want to see in an Archive release is Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 3. Number one, mine. The lightsaber just broke, and I want to get a new lightsaber for it. Number 2, his head sculpt is terrible. So I would hope that they released an Episode 3 Obi-Wan in the Archive line. That's my number one pick. Thank you for asking. Laser Pants Toy Junk, his SFH Figure Arts Mace Windu just fell off the shelf and the lightsaber broke. That's sad. Josh Pence can't wait for Celebration. Dude, fucking me neither. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I've already requested time off. I don't even know when, but I told my boss, I'm going to take a whole, probably week and a half there, and he's cool with it. That's what I love about my job. Spider Nation, if you go to 8-Bit Brewing, Zach and I will meet you at 8-Bit Brewing. I'm not even kidding. We will go to 8-Bit Brewing to meet you. That's like a 30-minute drive. That's not even a lot. Laser Pants Joy Junks. I collect Mezzo DC figures. They're the only company that makes decent 1/12 scale DC figures. So those are the people that are watching this that don't know. 1/12 scale figure is a 6-inch figure. That's what I like. All my Star Wars toys up here, these are all 12-inch figures. That's like my primary scale that I collect things in. So Mezco is a company that makes fantastic, high-quality figures. Usually, if I'm not mistaken, the outfits they wear are usually kind of sewn. It's like a mix between like plastic and Hot Toys, where they kind of come together somewhere in there. So I might do that. Night of Ren did a Peter Mayhew tribute on his Instagram as well. I also did. I feel like everyone did. Like more. I don't want to say more so. Carrie Fisher, I definitely did one. I did one for Kenny Baker as well, who was R2-D2. So those are the last 3 major Star Wars deaths we've really had. Is Kenny Baker, who played R2-D2, obviously Princess Leia, who played or Carrie Fisher, who played Princess Leia, and then Peter Mayhew is one of those characters. I mean, he played Chewbacca, and unless you're a real Star Wars fan, you don't know that. Most people just see Chewbacca as Chewbacca, and they don't think about the person in that suit. But, like, to actual Star Wars fans, Chewbacca is like... Peter Mayhew was just as important to us as Mark Hamill or Harrison Ford, because he was the person in that suit. So it was a big deal that he died for us. I mean, he didn't die for us. Like, he didn't sacrifice himself. But it was a big deal to us that he died. And I definitely wanted to do something because he deserves it. Sam Piercy, if I inspire anyone to have any alcohol, I feel bad for that, but I'm also very okay with that. And I'm going to have another piece of this pizza. Well, I'm at 2 hours, and I don't even care. Normally, I would have cut it off by now. But I don't even care. Let's see. Eric Williams. Do you like stylized figures for any IP? For example, I'm a fan of Egg Attack action figures from Beast Kingdom. Yeah, I have all of the Disney toy box figures. I have the I'm looking at them. I have all of the Star Wars ones so far. Boba Fett, Yoda, Luke, Leia, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, Rey, Kylo Ren. I love those. I'm not opposed to stylized figures. I like them, but it has to be for a property that I care about enough to collect. And right now, the main properties that I collect are Star Wars, Transformers, Power Rangers, and Ninja Turtles. So I have a ton of Ninja Turtles. Oh, Marvel Legends. I don't have space. Like right now, when I think of a new thing to collect, and that's 100% why I haven't bought any of the Overwatch figures yet, because I want to collect them. I don't have any room for. I don't have any space for them. So, buying like new figures, I have to think about where I'm going to put them. Are they going to be on my shelf, or are they going to be in a bin in my closet, which sucks. Spider Nation, you live 20 minutes away from 8-Bit. Dude, Spider Nation. DM me, hit me up. My email, mikecase@gmail.com, Instagram, whatever. If you can find me on Facebook, find me on Facebook. I'm not even kidding. Let's meet up at 8-Bit. If anyone lives in Southern California and you guys want to meet up at 8-Bit Brewing, it's in Temecula. I don't live very close to Temecula, but close enough to where that's a fantastic brewery. They have video game and like cool, like Marvel related brews. If you want to get a drink at 8-Bit Brewing, hit me up. We'll make a meetup of it. It'll be a cool thing, and I'll put it on my on my YouTube video, and it'll be a thing. It'll be a whole thing. So let's do it. What if Spider Nation is a 12-year-old girl? You can't be meeting a 12-year-old girl's Mike Bartman. That's a fucking good question. But here's the thing: if a 12-year-old girl can get into a brewery, like, I don't fucking care. My wife's gonna be there. I'm not meeting people at a brewery to have sex with them. And if you're gay and you dig this body, like, good on you, but that's not gonna happen. I'm happily married, so like I don't really care whatever way you swing. Like happily married, that's cool. Unless you're Natalie Portman, in which case you're on my celebrity sex list. In which case we can talk. We can talk. Hasbro did episode 1 accessory packs for. I agree, Night of Ren. Hasbro should do more accessory packs like they did for episode 1. I remember back in the day, Hasbro did that for their Star Wars line. Fucking Mask did that for their. Kenner did that for their Mask line. Accessory packs need to be a thing. In your opinion, okay, Will Hudson asked, in your opinion, who is the worst Jedi in the Black Series? Mace Windu, 100%. I don't want to give too into why I think that, but he has butterfly joints where they don't do any good, and he falls over backwards too easily. That or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Episode 3. Josh Penn says, LOL, hell yes, man. I can't wait. Wish they announced the dates. 100% agree. I'm right there with you. We're gonna be friends. We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna force Josh Pence. I'm gonna force my friendship on you. I want to meet you. I want to meet Toy Bills. We're gonna be friends. It's just gonna be a thing. Ravi asked, was I ever into the Lord of the Rings Toy Biz line? 100% yes. The sad truth is I don't have any toys from that time period anymore. Because there was a point in my life where I was homeless. And this is something I don't talk about a lot. But that's one of the reasons why I have such a large collection behind me. Is about 10 or 11 years ago, I was 100% homeless. I had nothing to my name other than the clothes I had in my suitcase. Because I didn't run away from home. I was in my mid-20s. But I was going through like a midlife, I would say a midlife crisis super early. Where like I basically abandoned my life all over like a girl and thing, and shit was just crazy. But I had a lot of toys from that line, and I don't own any of them really anymore, which makes me sad. But it's just a thing that exists, and it's fine. Okay. Ryan Blue Thunder, Rito and Bespin Luke are my archive ones. Yeah, I honestly, so if you go back and watch my last wishlist video, Greedo is on there for sure. I think Greedo is 100% one of the biggest unsung heroes of the Black Series line. They don't even have to do anything. All I have to do is put him in a package and release him. He's perfect as he was. He had a great sculpt. Like, it sucks that he comes with one gun, but he is a fantastic figure. And I might just review him just for shit's sake because he's just such a good toy and he looks great and I love him. So 100% agree. I get that. So the Luke Stormtrooper, is getting a new release. As far as I can tell, and this is one of the things I want to do, the Death Star Escape Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper outfit, even though he has black, the slick back hair, he has a different head sculpt, but everything else I can tell from the neck down is 100% the same from the Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper figure that got released in the Phase 2. Barry Dean loved Endgame so much. You know what? Barry Dean, right there with you. We're best friends. You know this. So Ryan Blue Thunder says, fans voted for Dagobah Luke. Yeah, we talked about this last stream, but I'm okay with talking about it again. I voted for Lobot. Wilro Hood would be a weird character. But you know what? Why not? I definitely... Rickard Hammer says Archive Commander Cody. I agree. So far, the Archive series hasn't updated any figure. They've just changed the face sculpt. If they did a Commander Cody, I really wish that they would do a face sculpt and a removable helmet. And if they don't, I want them to just not do an Archive release of Commander Cody, but do an actual new figure. Commander Cody body, alternate, regular head, helmet, and then I want a tiny. I'm spitting food out of my mouth. It's food. It's good. I want a tiny hologram Darth Vader. Not Darth Vader. Emperor Palpatine. Darth Sidious. I'm drunk. Like, I want them to update it at the very least. Nico says no one's ever really gone. For sure. No one's... And that's my favorite thing. That's one of the things I love from The Last Jedi. That line from The Last Jedi is just so impactful. No one's ever really gone. And that's so true. Peter Mayhew is Chewbacca, and Chewbacca is Peter Mayhew. Lovable. For sure. 100%. What do I think of the new Power Rangers Lightning Collection? Ionicus, I literally, while you were gone, I opened my Lightning Collection line. I've got Zed here, and I've got the White Ranger here, although my White Ranger has a locked leg down here that I need to hit with a heat gun. But so far, I love him. He's fantastic. He's a great figure. So 100%, if you like those, if you like Power Rangers, you should get the Lightning Collection. They're great. Let's see. What if I had to do a quick top 5 wish list? What figures would it be? Radashi, I did a top 5 wish. You know how much work I put into my videos? That top 5 wish list that I made, I put a lot of work into that. I don't know what's on there right now, but off the top of my head, I don't know. Bodhi Rook from Rogue One would be on there. A fucking Ewok. I'm trying to think. I would want Kadu / Captain Tarpals, like combo vehicle creature set. That's my number one. Being the 2000, I want Cad Bane. Cad Bane. That's another one. And that's it. That's all I can do right now. I do a whole thing. Laser Pants, Toy Junk, fly down, come to 8-Bit. You can stay at my house. If your wife's with you, if your kid's with you, you guys can stay with us. It's all good. I'll buy a blow-up bed. You guys will live in my toy room for a day. It's all good. JR Kaneko, you left for a second. The green can is this. This is a wedding beer. So I got married at a brewery called, hold on. I'm blanking on the name right now. Booze Brothers. I got married at a brewery called Booze Brothers. Owl Farms is like a subset of their brewery where they do mostly sours and stuff. This is Afternoon Zester. It is a pear sour with lime zest. Robert Williams, I do have a Thanos figure. I have the Thanos Build-A-Figure from the Avengers wave back in 2017, 18. It was the last full Marvel Legends wave I bought before Toys R Us closed. So I have that Build-A-Figure. That's my Thanos figure. Shadowland Pub, if I give you any kind of idea or inspiration, that's like the best thing that anyone could tell me. So thank you. Can I give you guys a hot take on Thanos? This is weird, but this is true. This is my hot take on Thanos. Thanos, 50% is not enough. Like, for Thanos to do what he really wanted to do, killing 50% of the population of Earth is not really enough to make a lasting difference. If you killed 50% of our current population, it would bring you back to the population of like the 1960s, which isn't that long ago. Like, it's just not that long ago to really, really matter. If you really wanted to make a difference in killing people, he should have killed more people. And I know it's a hot take and it sounds awful, and I would never do it. I would just create more resources instead of killing people. But like 50% of the universe sounds like a lot, but it's not. A percentage is not a lot. If you have 8 billion people or 7 billion people, that only brings you down to 3.5 billion people, which is how much the world had back in the 50s and 60s, which it wasn't a lot. It's not a lot. Anyways, that's my hot take. Barry Dean, who by the way is a brewer at Seventh Son Brewery. If you guys can drink any beer from Seventh Son Brewery, you fucking go drink that beer. I drink it sometimes. He sends me stuff. It's fantastic. Did I ever pick up the Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure wave yet? Nope. The answer is no. I've only seen it in stores once and only had a couple figures from it. I have Ebony Maw, which gave me the leg from Thanos. I'm probably, honestly, not going to buy any other figures from it. I don't care about the armored Thanos that much to get a bunch of figures I don't care about from. Josh Deluff is in the chat. What's up? If you guys want to go see a cool Instagram, go look up Josh Deluff's Instagram. He takes a bunch of rad photos. Robert May, I agree on both counts. We need a Cantina band set for Black Series. We need a Max Rebo Black Series band set. I want a Max Rebo. I want a Size Snoodles. I want whatever that hairy big mouth guy singing Jedi Rocks is. Like, I want it all. So for sure, I agree. Dennis C. Okay, so Dennis C. I want more figures from. I want more Squadron pilot figures. Porkins, Gold Leader. Like, I want all of those. Wedge. Tyree, Hutch, Dak. Like, I want more pilots, so I want 100%, like, they're not gone. I definitely want them, so for sure. Will Hudson, Now that I think about it, I can see Clone Force 99 and the Airborne Trooper in the Black Series. Yeah, absolutely. I want Rebel Troopers from Endor. I want Hoth Troopers. Like, I want all the troopers. I know, so hold on. Lily's asking me if her laptop charger is at home. I have to go find out. Hold on. Close your eyes, just settle. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Lily, if you're still in the chat, no. I don't see your charger anywhere. Okay, let's see. Sean Jeffrey says Venturesome Bane 100%. Although I would replace Bane with Cad Bane. Yes, 100%. Not Darth Bane. Cad Bane. I think Cad Bane might be, if I had to pick one figure I wanted to see in the Black Series line right now, I think Cad Bane would be number one. I think he would be. Miguel asked if I have any luck on that sexy ass Jetfire. I'm assuming you mean the Siege Jetfire, and the answer is no. The only Jetfires I have are this Studio Series Jetfire and this amazing Fan Toys Jetfire, and that's all I got. But I will be getting the Studio Series Jetfire. Let's see. Fuck, Papa Gord, if you flew out for a celebration, like, it would be the greatest thing in the world to meet Josh Pence, Papa Gord. Like, I don't know what I would do. I think I would die. I honestly think I would just die. I would just kill myself. I don't kill myself, but I would die. That's not what I'm to drink. I'm going to drink this. I wonder if Peter Mayhew got a rough cut of episode 9 before he passed. Hope Chewbacca got a stronger place in the story this time. Paul, I would be very surprised if he did. I don't even know if a rough cut of episode 9 exists at this point. It was very sad. But at this point, I think Junis, the Junis guy, has pretty much taken over for Chewbacca in the movies. So I honestly, as sad as that sounds, I don't think he has. But I agree with you. I hope Chewbacca gets a stronger place in the Star Wars story this time. For sure. Who would win in a battle between Thanos and Galactus? Galactus. I mean, anytime you have a size difference like that, the bigger guy wins. 100%. Galactus is too big. Eric Williams, love to see a Rancor down in the 60s. Oh, 100%. I would, yeah. Bantha and Rancor are two things I think will be rad in a Black Series scale, for sure. Robert wants me to get my Thanos figure and show you? Like, I have to prove it? I mean, I have to prove it. This is my Thanos Build-A-Figure. And then this is the Ebony Maw that I just did in the last video that Papa Gord sent me, and I love him. The only child of Thanos I'm missing. Fucking, did you see that? There's a bunch of figures just fell over right now. I didn't even do anything. It just fucking fell over. I'm missing Corvus Glaive. I need a Corvus Glaive. That's what I need right now. And then, so Count Dooku has been on every list of mine for wish lists for like the three wishes of. Wow, I'm drunk. Wow. The 3 wish lists I've done, Count Dooku has been on all 3. And he's been very high. We need a Count Dooku, and I think he needs a soft goods cape. He needs a great likeness to Christopher Lee. He needs his lightsaber. He needs lightning hand alternative. And I think it'll be the perfect figure. If they did that, he would be a 5 out of 5. And also, I agree with Will and Rickard. Any of the Republic Commandos would be fantastic as well. Jake asked me if I got my Darth Maul and Obi-Wan from Hasbro Pulse. The answer is no, I did not. But I also didn't try because I knew they would sell out really fast. And I have Darth Maul already. I'm gonna buy Obi-Wan in the regular release. I made pizza. I don't need them in the Phantom Menace cards. Although it'd be cool to have, I would just place them on my wall somewhere. I wouldn't put them in my collection because I either own them or I'm gonna buy them. Welcome back, Omar. How's it going? Could I do my next live video wearing a Thanos mask and talk? No, absolutely not. That's a weird question, Robert. I like you, but that's a weird question. Robert May, yeah. I would not mind him. It would have to be a Rancor and Malakili combo. I wouldn't want a Rancor and Luke Skywalker, although that's probably the one they'd want to do. Maybe a Rancor and Ula, but a Rancor Malakili combo I would be very much okay with. Miguel, you can't fucking have my keys. I'm not driving anywhere. I got food to cook at home. I'm good. I've gone longer than I've ever gone on any live stream ever. But it's Star Wars Day, so you know what? Why not? Ryan Blue Thunder says he needs a Carl Weathers Mandalorian in my life. Yeah, 100%. How about Omar says? How about for a Black Series Darth Vader helmet? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. There's something I was gonna do. Hold up. Man, hold up. Did I pre-order the new Darth Vader with the metal skeleton? Yep, I did. It's coming from Amazon. I got it was $50 kind of on sale or mispriced or something like that. So I absolutely did. There was something what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna do. Hold up. Let's talk about Star Wars Black Series rumors right now, because that's the only thing going on right now. Black Series wise, they haven't really officially announced anything. Here we go. So Black Series Commander Grease coming back. Yeah, that's great. Love that. Apparently full cases of Stormtroopers are available from Dorkside Toys. I'm on Yak Face right now, if you guys don't know. Here we go. So rumor report. New 6-inch Black Series Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi. I'm cool with this. I can't wait for it. New 6-inch Black Series Yoda Force Ghost figure. I'm not super looking forward to this, but I'll buy it 100%. So, and then there's a bunch of like fucking Rise of Skywalker figures. So there's La Blinky and Episode 8 Stormtrooper, whatever the fuck that means. First Officer FO Trilla, FO Cal, La Huck 1, Bruges Red, London and Limerick, Oslo. None of these names are real or make any sense. So, okay, FO Cal is partly Cal Kestis from the new game Jedi Fallen Order, which is pretty cool. But yeah, most of these figures are meaningless. They're meaningless names to me. Dude, Nico, I would love a Black Series Jar Jar. It sounds stupid, but I definitely would. Jake, they released Slash's Crumb. I agree he needs a re-release with Jabba. I wouldn't mind if they did an Oola figure and then put Salacious Crumb in there, since they, obviously have the mold for him already. It'd be cool if they did that. Robert May asked if I really treated myself to any Star Wars purchases today. The answer is sadly no. I didn't. I almost did. I almost did for you guys to I thought about buying a figure to give away if I could find one. If I was gonna find the Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper, I was gonna I'll give it away, but I never found it. Couldn't buy it, so I didn't do it. Omar says he thinks I should get some rest. Don't look well enough to keep going the live stream. I'm alright. Okay, Dennis C says London is Rey and Oslo is Kylo from what you read. That makes sense. That makes sense, I guess. Lily just tagged me in a post. I do know some Ewoks. Miguel, I think some Ewoks would be fantastic. Yeah, I think Oslo, Kylo, and London being Rey, I think makes sense, but most of them are nonsensical. So I don't like to get too far into the rumors when they're named like that. Kitty, what you doing? Hi. My cat is staring at me. Wow, she just ran away. Sean, here's the Sean. It's fine. The Diamond Select Star Trek Borgs, first of all, are amazing figures. So, 100% glad you bought those. I'm a little jealous. Robert May, yeah, I heard that a lot of those are rumored to be from Mandalorian. I think those are all coming out in the Force Friday, which I'm looking forward to, for sure. Have you guys ever had just a song stuck in your head? I've got Taking Back Sunday stuck in my head, and it's driving me insane. Papa Gord, taking off. Thanks for hanging out. Love you. You're the best. May the Force be with you. Man. Alright, we've been going for like 2.5 hours. I think we're nearing down to being done here. If Baba Gord's taking off, that's probably time. I'm pretty drunk. But here's what I'll do. Is I'll transform this guy back into his robot mode. And it's so easy. Like, I would never do this. I would never do this on bots and shots normally. But I'm like, I would say I'm probably at the point where I'm like, at the end of a bots and shots episode. I'm that drunk. I'm pretty much that drunk. Miguel heard me singing that in the kitchen. Yeah, it's stuck in my head, man. I can't get out of my head. Close your eyes, just settle, settle. Close your eyes, just settle, settle. I'm going over, but it's never just enough. Oh no, I knocked over Lord Zed with his wing. Spider Nation asked him, I'm trying to avoid spoilers for Galaxy's Edge. I want to be surprised and have aerial pictures. The answer is no, 100% not. I'm not going for no spoilers for Galaxy's Edge. I've read everything so far, all the menu items, the rides, everything that's been available so far, I've read about, for sure. I'm coming over, but it's never just enough. Alright, that's his feet done's. Dunzo. Just bring out his, there we go. This is like surprisingly easy to transform even though I'm very drunk. And I love that. Just pull out his fists here, turn them around, close this up. There we go. Pull that down, turn it around. There we go. And I'll just close his wings up here. And there we are. There he is. I did it. And then someone wanted, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but someone wanted to see what the difference was between Swoop and Fans Toys. He's this tall. He's not as tall. But that's how he's going to be on my shelf, right there. Boom. Alright. Is this a sobriety test? Can you transform your figures and set them on head? Basically, but that's kind of what I do on bots and shots. Did I see? No, there's not a bots and shots coming this weekend. We just did one last week. We probably won't record our next one until the middle of May. And then I usually try to get a bots and shots episode up by the 26th. 25th, 26th is usually my street date. But, you know, it's plus or minus. It's whatever I feel like. Do I feel like I'm dizzy? No, not really. Let's see. Sean Jeffrey says, come to think about it, Marvel dropped the ball today. The only Star Wars comic of Free Comic Book Day and oh yeah, absolutely. The IDW Star Wars Adventures it's weird. It's just weird. I have one of those. Like, why does it exist? Don't move, there's a Black Panther behind me. That's funny. LOL. Did I know they started a Fantastic Four comic? Nope, had no idea. Alright. Night of Ren just peaced out. Alright, I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna peace out too. This is I think one of the longest episodes ever done. But I'm gonna go out on a high note. 37 people still watching here. And I think it's gonna be good. You guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a blast for sure. But I got stuff I gotta do tonight. It's 6:30, and I gotta edit some videos I shot earlier today. I gotta cook some dinner. I gotta get sobered up for work tomorrow. But thanks so much for watching. Thanks for getting this far. It's been a blast. I've had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Do I have a comic shop that I frequent? The answer is no, not really. Kind of. A friend of the show. I go to a comic shop called Toy Wars. It's not really super close, but it's close-ish. And friend of the show, David Condi, is a employee there. So that's probably the one I go to the most. Have you ever heard of Cybertronic Spree? Yep, I've heard of Cybertronic Spree. I think it's cool they're doing their Kickstarter to do an 86 cover. But my favorite, and here's the truth about that. I don't ever want to poo-poo on anyone trying to do that, and I think what they're doing is cool. But my favorite 86 cover is from Respect the Primes. It's my buddy, I say my buddy and I can't remember his name. Jim, I think? I have to look it up. But he does, look up Respect the Primes on, just Google Respect the Primes. He owns a record label, kind of, ish, where the proceeds go to fight cancer, because he had cancer. And he got a bunch of metal bands, which, I mean, if you think of Transformers, I always think metal. He got a bunch of metal bands to do covers of the original 86 soundtrack. And they're all fantastic. I fucking love them. Go look at that. Getting that one, I mean, I'm sure Cybertronian Spree's fine. Their covers are okay. But these guys do fantastic work, and it goes towards fighting cancer, which, you know, is good. We should fight cancer. Yep, thank you, Sean. Jim Semenek. That's exactly his name. Jim. Sean Jeffrey knows what's up. Jim, go. My buddy Zach has been friends with him for a while. I met him at TFCon this last week. We're friends on Facebook now, but go, that cover, just go look at it. Go watch it. It's fantastic. It's so good. It's on iTunes, or Apple Music, I should say. It's on Spotify. Buy the albums. It goes towards, Respect the Primes. It goes towards fighting cancer. Like, it's a good thing, but all of the bands in there are amazing, and they do fantastic covers of the original 86 soundtrack. So I just prefer that. But if you want to support Cybertronian Spree, like, go for it. They do good stuff, I guess, too. But Jim Semenek, the Respect the Primes, that's where it's at, right there. So, yeah, thanks Sean, for calling. I could have looked it up. I think my Facebook is open right here. I could have just typed in Jim and found it. It's all good, though. Cool. So that's it. That's it for my, I guess, live stream for May the 4th. I'm going to go sober up. I'm going to go cook some, Eric, go check them out. I'm going to go cook some food to sober up, and I'm definitely fucking drunk right now. But thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for, I don't know, whatever. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. That's the people were talking about Golden Girls earlier. That's a thing from there. Oh, Neil, fuck, dude. Neil, you got here just as I'm ending it. What's wrong with you? But in all seriousness, thanks for hanging out. I'm really drunk. But we're just talking about Jim. KJ too. KJ, you're the guy that sent me the Kinnikuman. That's it right there. KJ. Anyway, I was talking about that. Distortion Production, the record label. Yeah. That's exactly it. Thanks, Sean. Sean's got my back. I'm way too drunk to remember any of this. Ravi, job bless. Thank you so much. thanks for hanging out with me. You guys have been awesome. You guys, thanks for putting up with all my bullshit talking. I'm very drunk, but I love you guys, and I am thankful for everyone that have watched this in live or watched this afterwards. I honestly can't thank you guys enough. I'm gonna go edit some videos I recorded earlier to get up because I know you guys have been. I haven't been putting out many videos in the last week or so because I've been a little sick and I wanted to get over that. But yeah, KJ, that's. I was just talking about my off shelf and the Kinnikuman was on there. And I couldn't remember who sent it to me. And seeing your name, KJ, was like, that's it. That was it. Anyways, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Hit me up, PM me. We're gonna do a meetup. If you guys live in the Southern California area, as I just found out, like Spider Nation does, we're gonna meet up at 8-Bit Brewing at some point in the next month or so. And 8-Bit Brewing is in Temecula, so if you live close to the Temecula area, we're gonna meet up there and we're gonna have some fun and we're gonna drink some delicious video game and Marvel nerd themed beers, and it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, drunk editing, KJ, it's gonna be great. Omar, thanks for hanging out. Rickard, thanks for hanging out. Neil, thanks for showing up super late at the very end. I thought about you just before you came on because I was thinking about Jim and Distortion Productions and the Primes, Respect the Primes album because I know you like metal with Zach. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'm serious. Bye.